Well guys, we're back at this one. It is Monday, which I think last time we were here was Wednesday. And then Thursday I had to go to the job that I showed you here earlier. Put a couple hours in digging out that hillside, then set a septic tank. And then Friday I finished up that hillside dig. Now I'm back here. It's Monday. And we got some rain. Couple good storms. So I got one more load of gravel to haul after this one, and then just grade it up. She should be done. Sinking down a little bit, but it was super soft where I dug that stump out. Let's get this tailgated out here. What do you guys think? I usually go 11 on the chains, maybe go a little thicker, so that would be like 10. Do 10. 10 sounds like a good number. There we go. You imagine having a street block like this in the city? They'd be screaming at me, wouldn't they? That came out good. Get her knocked down. Knock this in pile down here left here last week. They're there pretty thick. They did a lot of burning and stuff there. It's gonna stay soft. we got that all crunched up and laid in there. Let's get on the road, get out to New Point, get us another load of brown road base, which I wished New Point sold the white limestone road base. It's way better. It's more, I believe, bigger and shardier. Just way better. Get behind that steering wheel. I'll put it in super thick here because that end was mushing around where we pulled that stump out and it laid wet. Guys, I'm debating, I don't know, since I'm so close, grabbing my tractor with the grater blade just to slick this all up. I know it's just a construction driveway, but I like my edges to be super nice. And when it appears that way, you know, just makes the customer happy. I think we could probably actually do, really to do this, I bid it for 3 loads, but really another load of top coat would be good to get it more thick in this area. This used up a bunch right here, but you can see now when we started this was lower. There was a big puddle here. Now, see how I got this cut? When you come up here and edge this, you're gonna have fall from the driveway away. That's what you want. You don't want your water coming to your driveway and laying in there. We got to build up. Like I said, it used more gravel, but that's okay. Let's go. Let's get it. Well guys, we're back with load 3 of the brown road base. I'll tell you what, this stuff here definitely holds up way better than just using that. Oh, I ought to pack this in, huh? I ought to roll it in. That's a good idea. I think I'll do that. Look at this, guys. The dang clamp for the camera broke. I guess that ain't too bad. 15 bucks and I got 3 years out of it. Let's get this packed in a little bit. We'll roll it in and we'll tailgate this one out. Man, I really think you could probably use one more. It just gets so much wider. Well, we got her all tailgated out. I was going to show you a good view of that, but with my thing broken, I just can't do it. Jump on the dozer and do a little 1-2 on it. See what we come up with. I think he could use one more load, but I'll have to text him and see what he thinks. I'll let the customer make that call. I was put in my contracts, put how many tons or loads, and then I put price may vary if we need more or less gravel. That way, if the customer has a question, I can always produce the gravel ticket, whatever they need. Well, that laid in there real nice. I guarantee from this gravel to there, we're 12 foot. Look how wide my base is. Just with that bigger stuff, when you go pushing and it goes wide. So that's normally, when I bid driveways, I bid them for like 12 and a half foot. And then whatever the length is. And this obviously got wider, which is good. I mean, this is going to be a swoop. Swooping around here is going to have a turnaround. So I texted the customer, told him he needed another top coat, and he liked it. So I'm going to take that as yes. So let's run out to New Point and grab us another load. Anyway, I mean, I don't think he would care, man. Some customers you work with that are super good, and you can just tell that you hit it off, like I said before. And this is one of those guys. He's a really good person. He called me the other day. Was like, hey, you coming out? I'm like, oh no, I got to set a septic tank. And he's like, oh, okay, I was gonna pick you something up from Duncan. I'm like, man, that's pretty cool. And then when a customer thinks about you like that, it's pretty all right. That's the people I like to work with. Which if people are doing work for me, I always make sure, if I'm there, make sure they got something to drink. Usually get them lunch. It's like when the guys were doing my pool, I took them to BW3s and we had lunch. He's like, oh, the customer's never done this. Took us to lunch and actually ate with us. I'm like, brother, you're doing me a favor. That's the least I could do. I'm not above anybody. We all get out of the bed the same way. You know what I'm saying? Put our pants on the same way. It's all good. Never been that way. Treat people how you want to be treated. Well, let's do our favorite thing. Woo! Jump in this freaking truck and put another 100 miles on it. Because that's what we love to do. I could have just, you know, not even said nothing to the customer. Let's flip the kill switch there and called it a short day. I told my daughter I'd be home around 1, which it is 1 o'clock. And I'm 3 minutes that way. But to do it right, I think we should top coat it again. Top coat it again. I'm gonna go 53s this time to bind some more of this in so it's got some more of that juice. The juicies. Let's see, that's a little thin on this side. I'll tailgate that. That 53s will lock all that in. I'll set my chains a little thinner. Get a good long pole. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, it's a good customer. I don't mind going above and beyond for him, you know, because that's what we do on a day-to-day basis, above and beyond. Let's get it, guys. It's Monday, guys. You know it's a must. This thing was gone before I got my first load to the pit. I told Idaho, I said it's maybe a 2 Red Bull day. Tell you what, these fines really lay in there nice, and that's gonna bond real good. This stuff here on top always likes to roll around. Look at that. Look at this stuff. That's like meth to a meth baby. That's the good stuff. That's the stuff killed Elvis. I said that one time and Job goes, did it really? I'm like, no, Job. It's just a saying. I laid that down, didn't I? That fine stuff, you could really put it to it. Oh man, that's gonna be a dream drive. Look at that. Beautiful. Still a little slicking on that. I want to knock it down. I got some more and I'm gonna come back and hit this side. Well guys, here's how this one turns out. I put that load of fines on here. I don't need to bring my tractor to grade it. It's just a construction driveway. I get carried away sometimes. I think I actually let you guys go the other day, kind of ended this thing up, but I figured, you know what? I need to show you guys how this one ended up. So here's the finished product. Turned out real nice. That's it, guys. Like always, why don't you go ahead and be part of that family? You guys know what to do. That's never a good sign. I tell you guys, it never ends. I was heading home and I heard it chug and puff a thing of smoke. And then I think the fuel filters must have plugged. I coasted from way down there all the way to here. This little hill got me, but my house is right there. Where that telephone pole is actually my property. I was gonna pull in there and work on this thing. I guess I'm gonna have to change the filters. I'm gonna walk home and then I guess get my tractor or truck, try to pull this thing on home and work on it there, but hopefully nobody hits me. What do? I try to make a call, but have no service. It's dead down in this valley. Tell you what, guys, if it can happen, it will. It never fails. I mean, what's the odds of that? Now it puts me to, I was supposed to haul all the sand and everything for that septic tomorrow and get everything staged. Now you know what it's gonna do? I'll be racing tonight, getting filters, putting fuel in it, doing this, doing that. Good thing it did it here versus all the way out in New Point on that interstate or something. I'd have I'd have been up the creek without a paddle. Let's hope nobody hits it. It's a meth head tweaker trap, but the good thing we got going for us here, there's not a bunch of meth head tweakers. Most of them already kicked it, so. The walk of shame. Looks like my driveway is just right there. Well guys, I thought I'd just show you a little more footage of you know, just a day in the life of working with yourself for the most part, being self-employed, running an excavation business. It's always something. If it's got a motor, it's gonna break. Walk with me. Let's get it. Still walking, guys, but you know what I started thinking about? That thing might have ran out of fuel and something might be up with my gas gauge. Because I even thought I made 3 trips a day and I can normally see that gas gauge go down. And I didn't see it move. And I was on the interstate, I even thought to myself, man, this thing's getting good fuel mileage today. Everything's just running cool and clean, and I bet that's what it is. You know, another thing I just thought about, that's a good thing that thing didn't run out on that death-defying hill, because that one I showed you I was going down, I decided to come up. Well, you seen me because I was about eating that mac up, so I climbed that 3 times a day. That is dangerous hill. If it would have ran out there, that could have been my last video, guys. Could have been. I'm still walking. Thanks for hanging with me. Well guys, here's what happens when you're at the end of the day and you run out of fuel in your truck. You gotta have the wife pull you home. I guess the fuel gauge must be broke. It says I got over 1/4 of a tank. And I thought today, I was like, man, this thing's getting great fuel mileage. Guys, if it can happen, you know it will. Surprisingly, I was able to find that. I got her locked down on 4-wheel low. Luckily, a meth head tweaker didn't come around here and get me. Let me get my air brakes off and then you can go. I tell you, women don't know how to do things. She freaking put it to the mat and took off. I don't know what kind of damage we got. Probably ripped the freaking bumper off the truck almost. What a freaking debacle. Yeah, it didn't take no slack out of chain, just tromps it. Well, there's where she is, all kicked sideways. Stop! Damn. I mean, when I'm stopped, you don't have to go anymore. Back up. That's good. See if we at least got off the road. Yeah, we're off good enough. Now, at least get down here and work on it. Let's see, I'll show you guys the gauge. Look what it's reading. Sounded like it wanted to start. Well guys, let's get some filters, throw some filters of fuel in it. Till the next adventure.